I'm at a Servo and I'm gonna rate every single protein food that I can find and figure out which one's the best with the root of taste, protein value, and value for money. All right, I'm gonna go inside the store and go pick them, and then we'll come back, we'll go find a park, I don't know, somewhere down there, and yeah, then we'll rate them. All right, I'll be back.
Rule is simple, Servo only, no supplement stores, no prep. If it's got protein and it's here, it's getting rated.
All right, we got the foods, we're gonna go find a spot, we're gonna go rate them. All right, let's go. I feel like we've found a decent spot. We are currently in Chippendale. Do you wanna just, this is where we are. Yeah, okay. And we've got, I don't know how many items, we've got quite a few items. I figured like this is just the usual sort of person that goes into a Servo who's trying to go for protein, I'd say, and let's just rate them, you know? So first up, we've got roast beef sandwich, all right? Look at that, look at this, oh my God. It's got roast beef, grain mustard, tomato, caramelized onion, and lettuce. Wow, delicious, sounds great, doesn't it? Okay, let's take a look. Honestly, off the base judgment, hang on. Okay, the packaging is a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. It's cold, as it should be, I guess. And the bread feels kind of fresh, but yeah, the roast beef, I don't know if you can see, it looks actual kind of like shit. So I don't actually know if that's decent value, but okay. All right, so yeah, a bit of lettuce, tomato, and the meat and some sauce, and looks like some sort of seeds as well. All right, let's give it a go. It's not bad. Like, it's all right. For a Servo, quick, get food. I need food whilst driving or I'm going to work. It's all right. Like, it tastes all right. The protein per serves in this is 25 grams, 25.7 grams. So I'd say that's actually pretty decent, but 46.7 grams of carbs as well. 1,900 kilojoules in total. So that's 454 calories, 25 grams, 46 grams. So from the taste of the rating, out of 10 for a Servo sandwich, I'd probably give it a 6.5, 7, 6.5, yeah. Probably 6.5. The protein value, look, 25 grams is 25 grams. Like that's, if it's for a quick fix but the calories there for value, 454 calories for 25 grams of protein, almost 50 grams of carbs. That's kind of shit. So anyway, that's the first item. So the next one that we've got is a meat pie. A beef meat pie. Come on, we're in Australia, we're fucking Aussies. Like, of course, meat pie all the time. They're all there. This is really what I think people go for. This is something I found that's kind of just in the pastry area that I feel like people would go for beef or whatever. So let's give it a go. It's hot, right? Can't beat like the little plastic thingy. Oh, this takes me back when I was a kid as well. So. Pastry looks actually pretty decent, like it doesn't look off or anything. Yeah, that's all right. Cheers. Okay, do you know what? I've had actually quite a few beef pies in my life, and this is actually, it's kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, can you see that? It's not even like slightly flaky, it's all hard in the middle. It's warm. Obviously it's not hot. I know we just went and got it, but we only got it like 5 minutes ago. And there's a bit of chewy fat in it as well. But at the same time, it is a service station. It's a servo, so you can't expect anything too crazy there. This is 1,480 kilojoules, so 354 calories, 13.2 grams of protein, and 34 grams of fat. Okay, so for the rating of taste, yeah, overall taste-wise, I'm gonna give it 7.5. Like I would take that easily over the fucking sandwich. I'm not gonna lie. Protein value, 354 grams, only 13.2 grams. That is not good. Like I'd say that's a 4 out of 10. And carbs, 34 grams. Overall for protein value-wise, probably 4 out of 10. And for the money value of like $7 for 12, that's just, nah. Nope, no. That's 3 out of 10. You can literally get a protein shake, 30 grams of protein, decent amount. Anyway, whatever. So that's the overall rating for the meat pie. Okay, next we have prosciutto and provolone. Is that how you say it? Prosciutto, provolone. Fuck, I'm definitely saying that wrong. Okay, so I love prosciutto. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna be a little bit biased on the prosciutto. But in terms of prosciutto, because just recently I went to Italy actually and tried some lovely cold meats. But again, this is a service station, this is a servo. I got to keep that in mind. But I mean, it's pretty dry, like pretty dry, greasy. But I mean, it's what you get. You get what you get. It's a servo. But anyway, okay. Let's taste this. Okay. That is so not good. That is not nice. That cheese is not nice. Like, yeah, that tastes really bad. This was $8 as well. Macros on this, 489 kilojoules, 11 grams of protein, 7.6 grams of fat, 576 milligrams of sodium. So high in salt, obviously it's cold meat. Macro wise, that is definitely better than the other two, to be fair. 489 kilojoules, what's that? Fuck, I'll put it up. I don't fucking remember, but that's actually quite less than the other. But sodium's pretty high, so nutrition wise, and as like a snack to go on your day-to-day life and go into the servo, get some fuel. Anyway, okay, so overall taste, that was fucking shit, okay? But for servo life, say 5.5 out of 10. For money value, I'd say probably 5 out of 10. And the protein value, I'd give that 7.5 out of 10. All right, okay, give me 1 second. All right, next we have oak. The oak, we all know this. Absolutely love oak. I'm 100% gonna be biased to this because I fucking love oat milk. I actually have not had this in a while, and I'm a bit biased because I've had this. Okay, sorry, the camera person just mimic something that I didn't hear or understand. But anyway, okay, let's look at the protein value first, because I feel like obviously we all know oat tastes good, but the value is per serving 1,270 kilojoules. How much is that? 1,270 kilojoules. Let me do it real quick. All right, so just did the maths, just realized I should have done this the whole time. 1,270 kilojoules is 303 calories. So for 303 calories, you get 30 grams of protein, 27.5 grams of carbohydrates, but 27 grams of sugar. So nutrition-wise, that sugar is definitely a little bit of a killer there. And 640 grams of milligrams of sodium. All right, let's do the taste test first, I would say. Okay. All right, cheers. Okay, so I love the taste of that. Taste is good, fucking 10 out of 10. I would say this is 10 out of 10. If I'm gonna go into a servo and I'm going with my car, and I wouldn't mind like a little bit of sugar, feel a little bit more unhealthy on the unhealthy side, I'd get an oak. I'd get this salted caramel as well. I love salted caramel. Nutrition wise, I'd say it's probably 6.5 out of 10. And for your money value, it was $5.50. I'd say that's compared to the food that we've got, actually pretty good. Like 8 out of 10, I'd say. All right, that's the oak. And next we have No Shit. Obviously, especially when you're in Sydney, if anybody knows this place, it's quite a fit area, I'd say. So usually there is a Musashi. This is our brand here in Sydney, the main one, Musashi Protein. This is a shred and burn protein shake. And first, before the taste test, I reckon let's take a look at the macros. So 700, obviously a bit light, like it's a protein shake, right? This is their company. So 775 kilojoules, which is 181 calories for 31.7 grams of protein, 3.6 grams of fat, 3.8 grams of carbs, 751 milligrams of sodium. So that's pretty good macros, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously though, No Shit. And also 100 milligrams of L-carnitine, if you guys know what that is. It's the shred and burn, I guess that's the wording that they've used, the advertising. It's cold, it's refreshing, feels good. Like if I'm gonna stop in for a break and get something to drink and try and be healthy or get more protein in, I would say the macros are looking good so far, but we will give the taste test of this. Cheers. Okay, do you know what? Actually, fuck it. In terms of like taste for a protein shake, like if you've gone to like America or tried really lots of protein shakes, which I have in my time, this genuinely tastes like slimy, milky water that's chocolate. Like taste-wise, this drink is not the best. I'd say it's about 6.5 out of 10. The nutrition value, protein value, and that type of value in terms of nutrition and go-to, if you're about trying to be quick, 9.5, 10, fucking 10 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. Let's do 9.5 out of 10. And the cost of this was $6.50. So compared to that, all this pricing, also fucking 9.5 out of 10. So obviously though, No Shit, Musashi Protein Shake. And the last one, sorry, just had to move here because it's just fucking hot. The last one here is we have beef jerky, right? So obviously that's another go-to protein, but let's actually dissect it and see how it is. So this is the Jerky Man's protein, beef jerky. All right, nutrition value wise, it's 700 kilojoules, so it says 2 servings per packet. So 1 serving is 351, so 700. So that's around 170 calories. Protein wise, 23 grams of protein, fats, 3 grams of fats, 10 grams of carbohydrates, 1,000 milligrams of sodium. So obviously the salt is high in beef jerky, but for 160 calories and hitting 22 grams of protein, that's all right, to be honest, nutrition wise. Here it is. It's okay. All right, thanks. So here it is. So this is it. It's obviously dry, but still kind of moisty, which is kind of good. So I wouldn't say that's bad. Texture looks all right for beef jerky. And I will 100% give this a taste. So cheers. That's good. I like that. I like it. I like it for beef jerky. I mean, if I'm gonna compare it to like biltong, still like beef jerky wise and maybe higher quality, but for a service station, for a servo, like I'd say that's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna rate this 7.5 out of 10 for taste. The nutrition value, I'd say that was pretty good except the salt, so I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. And for money wise, this was $9. So no, that's definitely a 6.5 out of 10. So I'm gonna do the tallies back up and overall figure out what the fuck I just rated, because I don't remember. I'm gonna go back, assess that and figure out the winner, but alright guys, made it back home. That was actually really fun. I really enjoyed that video. So to finish off on the winner, I finished up, did the calculations of what I voted for, and obviously, look, I can back this, which is so fair, and I feel like obviously it's such a no shit, but the winner was the Musashi protein shake shred and burn, right? So it's artificial, more on the artificial side, but you know, that was number one. Second came in place that I voted for was the protein oak, right? I think that was just because I was a bit biased. The next one was the beef jerky. Overall, coming in after that was in fact the prosciutto, then the roast beef, and then the beef pie, right? Which is interesting because the beef pie is actually what most people go for. And I know it's a bit of a personal rating, but we put money value and protein value in it too, on top of taste. So that's it. Wow, that was really fun. It was a fun video. It was good to do that. I'm gonna probably be doing that a lot more. But yeah, please smash that like button and subscribe for more content, eh? Oh. All right, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.